Right now at 10, called out again. Fire crews respond to a house fire, this time in Onalaska. And shelter from the cold. Dozens of people took advantage of the city of La Crosse's emergency winter shelter. Plus the need for rural first responders. Cash-in volunteers are offering an incentive to get people to join their ranks.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Joining us, we begin with breaking news. Firefighters respond to yet another fire tonight, this time in the city of Onalaska. Those crews were called to a duplex on East Avenue North. Firefighters said they could see smoke coming from the inside of the house and they found flames in the basement. There are no injuries. The families in both units of that duplex made it out safely. The assistant fire chief says this fire is a good reminder to have an emergency exit plan.
Make sure that you have good access points and exit ways out of the house, and you practice your exit drills regularly so you can get out of the fire in emergency.
According to Assistant Chief Noren, investigators have not yet determined a cause. Well, roughly 25 people used La Crosse's Southside Neighborhood Center as a shelter during last week's winter storm. La Crosse Mayor Mitch Reynolds made the emergency declaration. News 8 Now's Du Esrar spoke with the city's homeless services coordinator about the city's plan for future emergencies.
For people who live outside, finding a place to stay during severe weather can be the difference between life or death.
There's a lot of people that really care and understand the issue of homelessness and what that means for our community.
When last week's winter storm made its way to La Crosse, Mayor Mitch Reynolds issued an emergency declaration.
So this was an emergency plan strictly based off of the weather that was about to hit our community instead of the numbers in our community.
The city opened the Southside Neighborhood Center from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
We averaged between 25 and 30 individuals in the evening. During the daytime, because we were open 24/7, we had higher numbers.
People who came after the hours needed a referral to enter or be escorted by the La Crosse Police Department.
That's typical for warming centers. That was based off of policies here in La Crosse as well, like at Catholic Charities Warming Center. So we wanted to keep that consistent.
Volunteers and nonprofits, including the Salvation Army and Karuna, provided meals.
There were a couple of other meals provided by different agencies and different people as well throughout the time.
La Crosse's homeless service coordinator Brian Sampson says the emergency shelters were successful but are not a long-term solution.
Housing is the way out of this. The more people we have off the streets and the more people that we have into housing with the necessary supportive services, the better it is for everybody.
Reporting in La Crosse, Du Esrar, News 8 Now.
During that emergency, the city used a cleaning service and Talon Security. Sampson says the city is still working on calculating the total cost. He also says the city is working on a plan for when severe weather hits in the spring. It is very nice outside, calm. We saw a little sun, and Bill, big thing today, it was a lot warmer.
Yeah, that was the main difference, was of course the warmer temperatures. Check this out, well above freezing for the first time in about 2 weeks, and we hit 40 out at the La Crosse Airport for the first time since December 14th when it was 41 degrees. So if you thought it felt strange, that's what you were feeling. 41 in Black River Falls, 42 in Prairie du Chien, 43 in Boscobel. And again, if you didn't reach 40, you were close in the upper 30s. Now radar showing a lot out to the west, but a lot of this not reaching the ground. Very, very light moisture in terms of maybe drizzle. Some very light rain or sprinkles at best, and with those temperatures above freezing, most of that is falling in liquid form. Temperatures 36 in Winona and Eau Claire, 33 though in Black River Falls. So some of you may approach that freezing mark, so just keep that in mind. If we do see the light precip overnight, it's a small chance, about a 2 in 10 chance, and or the melting of the snow from today. Watch for some slick spots on area roads and sidewalks. Otherwise, staying above freezing here in the Crosse, probably only dipping to about 35 or 36 degrees. I'm going to yellow light the commutes tomorrow just because of that chance for some low clouds and patchy fog, maybe some drizzle in spots as well. And again, some slick spots, especially in the morning commute, maybe in the late afternoon and evening commute as well. So just something to keep in mind. Temperatures looking to stay above average for a change. I'll have the details coming up.
All right. Thanks, Bill. Well, La Crosse voters will head to the polls again this April to choose the winners of 6 common council seats and 4 seats on the Board of Education. Filing deadlines for the candidates are fast approaching. Documents must be returned to the city clerk by January 3rd. That is already next week. If you have questions, you can contact the city clerk at the phone number or email on your screen. Wisconsin taxpayers spent roughly $76,000 to fund a legal battle to keep DNR board member Fred Prehn in his seat after his term expired. Through an open records request, the Wisconsin State Journal got payment invoices sent to Prehn's attorney between October of 2021 and February of 2022. Prehn refused to step down after his term ended. Attorney General Josh Kaul filed a lawsuit to remove him, but the state Supreme Court ruled in Prehn's favor. He did resign this week. La Crosse is part of a new national effort to prevent overdose deaths. A professor from UW School of Medicine is leading a team of researchers who will test the effectiveness of harm reduction services. Now, those services can include things like access to Narcan, drug testing strips, and clean needles to reduce overdose deaths and disease transmission. The study will be done at Vivint Health locations, including one in La Crosse. The professor leading the study says researchers will prioritize the long-term impacts of their research. They hope to find ways to make harm reduction services better, spread awareness within communities, and instill change.
The lessons that we are learning about how to strengthen the impact of the services for the people who need it are going to benefit from making the general community aware of them.
If you or someone you know needs free access to overdose treatments like Narcan, you can call 211 or go to 211wisconsin.org. They offer life-saving care, but every year fewer people join the ranks of first responders. Rural communities are in desperate need of volunteers. Our Emily Haugen spoke to a Cashton couple hoping to recruit others to follow in their footsteps.
It takes a lot of heart to save lives.
Well, there's something to be said about helping out your neighbor when they're in need.
Mary Beth and Rod Smith have volunteered as first responders since December 1981.
I guess the need was there, and so we took the call.
Today, the Smiths are two of many.
We have 22, and I want to be very honest with you. We are a very lucky squad.
But most rural communities aren't so fortunate.
Westby, I think they have under 10, and I know that they were looking for help. I mean, they used to have a squad of 1.
When this life-saving population's numbers are low, a community suffers. The Smiths need others to step up and help.
So it does take a lot of people to secure the area and then to take care of the patients and all of that. So it can require a lot of hands.
Hands dedicated to work whenever duty calls.
The page goes off at
24/7.
3 o'clock in the morning.
24/7, holidays included.
The Smiths and other volunteers have valuable skills, but they admit they can't carry their department forever.
3 of us that are in our 70s and 4 or 5 more that are pushing that. So, you know, how long are we going to be able to keep going?
They say young people are needed to keep the service and the communities they serve healthy and safe.
Just being kind to others and helping others is kind of the drive behind anybody that wants to continue to do this. Because we know someday we may need them to help us, and so we're hoping other people will step up and help as well.
In Cashton, Emily Haugen, News 8 Now.
Now, Kathy says if you live in the Cashton service area, the department may be able to pay for your certification class. The next class starts in January. It is open to anyone interested. We posted sign-up information at news8000.com. Still to come, inspiring the future workforce. Congress and the Boys and Girls Club of Greater La Crosse are working together to get kids interested in the trades. And later, Grannies with Game. We take a look back at one of our favorite stories of 2022.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Start the new year off right during the final days of the Ford Shine Bright sales event. Don't miss your chance to choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order, lock in your rate, and you're protected. Plus, new inventory is still arriving daily, so you could drive one home today. Now get a no-charge 3 or 30,000-mile premium maintenance plan when you purchase most new Ford vehicles. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
I've practiced personal injury law for 4 years.
For 20 years.
For 32 years.
But I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
And I don't handle divorces.
The law profession is broad and complex. I focus my career on one thing:
helping injured people.
All I do every day
is help injured people get the compensation that they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Federal funding will help the Boys and Girls Club of La Crosse get kids interested in their future careers. Representative Ron Kind helped secure $1.5 million for BGC. The money will go towards building an addition on the Erickson Club that will have more space for workforce readiness programs.
I've always believed that the best investment we can make as a country is in our youth, to make sure that they're given every opportunity to be successful and to succeed in life, especially with the hyper-competitive global economy that we find ourselves in.
The new program will focus on offering kids a chance to learn about trade and manufacturing jobs. Kids will learn what they like and don't like about the skilled trades. Leaders at the BGC say they already offer programs through partnerships with local companies, and they've been a huge success.
We have a great partnership right now with Train Technologies. They come in and run some STEM programming for us. And what we found is that some of those kids that normally have some behavioral issues or have a lot going on at home and at school, that's the 1 hour of the day where they are laser focused. They're really engaged, they're having fun, they're learning something, and they're feeling good about themselves.
Now, this funding won't cover all of the costs of the addition and programming, but the Boys and Girls Club leaders say they're hoping to break ground sometime next year. Still ahead, free fun. We have some ideas for getting out and about with these kids that are home during winter break, even if they say they're bored.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. For the most part, over the next week or so, temperatures look to be above average. I'll have the details of my 8-day forecast after the break.
Rocks in the treetop all day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing this song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin going tweet, 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 rockin' robin.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Jolivet Family Farms features one of the area's largest selections of frozen seafood, including king crab legs, lobster tail, shrimp, cod, calamari, alligator, salmon fillets, smelt, and frog legs. Choose from our large selection of fresh fruit and vegetables to complete your restaurant-style dinner prepared at home. Your dinner isn't complete without something from the Jolivet Homemade Bakery. Don't forget a bottle of Door County wine to complete your stay-at-home night out at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Morning. Who said that? Whoa, where did that come from? Floating money.
It's funny.
Good luck out there.
Continual growth brings new opportunities at the Board Store Home Improvements. Now hiring carpenters, window and door installers, floor or tile installers. Apply today. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
So kids are about halfway through their winter breaks, and parents, if you want to send them back now because they're complaining about being bored, News 8 Now wants to help. There are plenty of fun and free things to do right now, like hike La Crosse's Hickston Forest. According to its website, the city maintains 10 trails during the winter. Depending on which trail you choose, you can hike between less than half a mile and up to 3.5 miles. If you'd rather glide, you can ice skate for free at Riverside Park. The Chad Erickson Memorial Ice Skating Rink is open, and free skate rentals are going to be available through December 30th. You can also skate at Copeland Park, but you're going to need to bring your own skates. If you'd rather take a seat, do it on a sled. The Onalaska Omni Center Sled Hill, very popular spot, plenty of parking. You will need to bring your own sled. So if you don't have one though, no worry. There are little free sled libraries at La Crosse's Myrick and Luth Parks. And if you and your kids, well, maybe you'd rather stay inside, head to the library. There's plenty to do. Browse the books, do arts and crafts, play pretend in the mock vet clinic. The library also has board games and, get this, video games. That's got your kids' attention. And it is always warm inside.
You can come and hang out. We're very warm. It's a lovely place to be. We're very happy to have families come and bring the whole family with. We have something for everybody.
Kids and adults can also browse the internet and check out movies. Bill, I've been hearing that in my house. We're bored. And I'm like, no, I'll give you plenty to do. They're called chores.
and sure, and that's why they're bored. They want something fun to do, of course. Yeah, last week was tough with how cold it was. It was hard to do anything outside except maybe shovel, and even that was a challenge. But definitely warmer today, and definitely a pretty decent snow season so far. You've heard of a rain check. Let's do a snow check. As of this afternoon at about 4:45, 20.2 inches of snow. Average is 13.6 in La Crosse, so we're 6.6 above average. And last year through this date, only 14.8 inches of snow had fallen. Eau Claire, you're at 30.7 inches, and that is 15.3 inches above average. Last year through this date, 22.9. So if you're a snow fan, pretty good news so far this snow season. We've got a lot of winter left, of course, so we'll see how things pan out. Today, again, it was dry. Even though we had plenty of clouds, and it was mild. 40 degrees was the high, 29 is average, 25 was the low, and 14 is average. So 11 degrees above both the average high and low for the date. 60 and 25 below the records, and no rain or snow for today. 39 degrees still. We've been stuck at 39 for several hours now. 39 at the station as well. A little bit of a breeze, making it feel like 35. And for you folks in Eau Claire, a little cooler, 36 degrees, feels like 31 with a south to southeast breeze at about 6 miles per hour. So big difference from this time last week when we had so many folks well below zero and in that deep freeze. But now 20s, 30s, and 40s across this view. And locally, still in the mid to upper 30s for most, including that 39 in La Crosse, 36 in Eau Claire and Winona, 33 in Black River Falls, 37 in Viroqua. Still some low 40s down in the Dells, Boscobel, and Prairie du Chien. So about 10 to as much as 20 degrees warmer right now than 24 hours ago, thanks in part to a southerly breeze, about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So, of course, that's causing a slight wind chill in the upper 20s to lower to middle 30s. Now, radar showing a lot of returns off to the west here. Not all of this is reaching the ground. Probably some light rain or drizzle in some of this activity, and we're kind of having two systems. This is the main one that's going to bring some heavy snow to the front range of Colorado, but these two systems will kind of merge and bring that moisture into play with a chance for some light precipitation around here. And you'll see that Sky Tracker shows that any precip that does make it into the area will be light rain showers, sprinkles, or drizzle. Most likely, maybe a light mix at times, especially during the overnight. And also tomorrow evening and night, maybe some light snow showers, especially to the north and west. Otherwise, decreasing clouds, or at least a mix of sun and clouds heading into our Friday. And Friday is looking dry. Zone forecast showing highs tomorrow, low 40s in La Crosse, mid 40s in our far southern communities. Chilliest readings to the north and west, but even those will be in the mid to upper 30s, which compared to the last several days is pretty darn mild. Speaking of, 35 is all tonight. A drizzle light mix possible, but again, it's only about a 2 in 10 chance, so not a great chance. 42 tomorrow, slight chance of drizzle, maybe some light rain and snow showers tomorrow night, and then chillier Friday but dry, 31. We wrap up 22 on Saturday, 22 that is on Saturday with some sprinkles or flurries, 35. Dry to start the new year on Sunday, 36. Now I am watching a storm system for next week, especially later Monday into Tuesday. Right now, mainly rain, more rain than snow, and then maybe some light snow on Wednesday. But we'll have to track that thing closely as the track can change. It's still several days out, so just something to watch over the days ahead.
All right, thank you so much, Bill. Well, coming up in sports, one of J.J. Watt's former teammates talks about his impact on Wisconsin's football program. And a big night of high school hoops. We're going to go to Aquinas for their holiday tournament championship game.
News 8 Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or treatment for a complex condition, Mayo Clinic Health System has convenient and safe options for the care you and your family need.
The countdown to savings is happening now at Ashley. Ring in the new year with new styles for every room of your home. Plus, get 5-year special financing, no minimum purchase required. Visit your local Ashley store in Arcadia, Eau Claire, and Onalaska, and the Ashley Outlet in Arcadia.
You might be rooting for different teams, but there's one thing you all cheer for. Brew Pub. Lots of matzo pizza, loaded with over ½ pound of real Wisconsin cheese and piled high with your favorite premium toppings. It's so good, you won't even notice that interception. Stock up before the big game. Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizzas are only $5.49 each, now at Menards. Available for a limited time only. Hurry in while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
You have a day before you. Make it the best it can be with Holiday Inn Express and Suites. How about breakfast to start your day? Coffee, milk, juice, hot food, cold food, brain food. Because you need it for that important meeting in our meeting space. And let's not forget about the afternoon workout to help you keep up with your goals. But your day can't be all work and no play, so you have set aside time for your family in the water.
Come make it a day at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Onalaska La Crosse.
Cooley Auto Service Center is ready to handle any of your repairs. From suspension and brakes to routine maintenance, we've got the certified technicians to care for you and your vehicle. Honest, friendly, and dependable team to get you back on the road quickly. Conveniently located at 700 Monitor Street or online at cooleyauto.com. Cooley Auto Service Center. Service you need, care you deserve.
Make the resolution to get better sleep this year with a new mattress from Ashley. Bring home your choice of comfort on select Ashley Sleep Queen mattresses starting at just $449.99. Visit your local Ashley store in Arcadia, Eau Claire, and Onalaska, and the Ashley Outlet in Arcadia.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Kate Overton.
Well, there are a lot of area holiday basketball tournaments, so let's waste no time and go straight to Aquinas High School. The Blue Golds taking on Cooley Conference foe GET in the championship of the Aquinas Holiday Tournament. Early in this one, Walter Burns was taking over, draining the three here to put Aquinas on top. But GET wasn't going anywhere. Cody Schmitz finds Brone beyond the arc, and the Redhawks answer, but Walter Burns was here to put on a show, gets the breakaway slam. That has the fans fired up. And then later in the half, Burns on another breakaway, and that's another slam dunk. Aquinas gets the win, 78-59. All right, over in West Salem, the top-ranked Panthers taking on an unbeaten Northwestern squad, picking it up in the first half. It's Carson Kepnick lighting it up from deep, gets that one to go, and then top of the key wide open, knocks down another. Panthers would go up by 13. Tigers trying to stay in it. Luke Seaton gets this bucket to fall. That cuts it back to 11, but the Panthers take over. Kyle Healy, strong drive to the cup, gets the friendly roll. West Salem goes up by 19, and they kept that rolling. That's Joe Sullivan. He's knocking down the J. And then check out this pass into the corner. Brendan Kennedy wide open. 3 more for the home team. All Panthers tonight, making it look easy, 91-52. Up in Winona, Winona State hosting a bunch of teams for the Holiday Classic, including the Winona Windhawks, as they face Mount Horeb early in the first half. Winona passing the ball around, quickly setting up Brian Casilius down low for the Windhawks' first points of the game. Now later, Casilius looking for another, but he can't hit the tough jumper, but Jackson Harvey's there for the putback. The Vikings would have too much, though. Freshman Joe Manchester collects 2 of his game-high 40 points as Mount Horeb wins 74-59. All right, Winona girls facing New Ulm. Closing seconds of the first half, the Winhawks. Maren Keller driving to the hoop. She splits 2 defenders as she lays it in. Winona up by 1. Second half, Winona's Faith Quinn hits Brittany Lee in the paint, and then Lee's going to put it in for 2 more. Game stays close. The New Ulm starts to pull away from right in front of her bench. Brooklyn Lewis is good for 3, and Winona falls 75-61. All right, one of the greatest Badger football players ever announced that at the end of the year, he's retiring from football. J.J. Watt will leave a legacy across Wisconsin, both on and off the field. Andrew Banstra spoke to one of his Badger teammates about the impact he had on the program and the state.
J.J. Watt announced on Tuesday that he's retiring from football at the end of the year. One of the greatest Badgers to ever play had a long road to the top, though. After his freshman year of college, he gave up a scholarship at Central Michigan to walk on at Wisconsin, his home school.
I think he worked for Pizza Hut or Papa John's delivering pizzas just to pay for his first semester.
Brendan Kelly was right there with him on the defensive line. He says the weight of Pewaukee was on J.J.'s shoulders, but nothing was stopping him.
It's not just a coincidence that the Badgers ended up going to 3 Rose Bowls, having a lot of successful years, winning Big Ten titles and stuff like that.
As he burst onto the scene as one of the nation's best players, some would get a big ego, not JJ.
He wasn't just trying to say this is all for me. He was a true teammate. He wanted the best for what was for the team. And a lot of the time, the best thing for the team was JJ doing what JJ does, because he's a playmaker. He's a phenomenal athlete.
He single-handedly raised the bar for Wisconsin football. Brendan says that passion multiplied in the locker room and has exponential impacts on the program to this day.
And JJ is the absolute epitome of a guy that was overlooked in high school, went to a smaller D1 college, walked on because he wanted to follow a dream, earned a scholarship, went in to essentially be an all Big Ten, All-American, gets drafted in the first round, goes to the Pro Bowl.
The 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year will go down as one of the best to ever do it. And he did it all the Wisconsin way.
You look at a guy like that and you're like, yeah, that sums up what it means to be a Wisconsin guy. And JJ did it in an unbelievable way.
Well, Watt's Arizona Cardinals have already been eliminated from the NFL playoffs, but after the final 2 games of his career, he'll start a new job raising his newborn child. That'll do it for sports, and we'll be right back.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Start the new year off right during the final days of the Ford Shine Bright sales event. Don't miss your chance to choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order, lock in your rate, and you're protected. Plus, new inventory is still arriving daily, so you could drive one home today. Now, during the final days of the Ford Shine Bright sales event, get $1,500 open bonus cash on most Ford vehicles, only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Looking for a bank that puts you first? Union State Bank is a community-owned bank looking to provide quality products and services to help make your banking easier. We take pride in getting to know our customers and understanding their needs. We are committed to helping you, your family, or your business with all your financial needs. We're here for you and we welcome you to bank with us. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
102.7 WKBH.
Hey, it's Kelly Wild from Magnum Media, and I've been getting inklings. My wife Susie telling me that 102.7 WKBH is on all over the place. Well, now the results are in, and thank you very much. Out of all the radio stations in La Crosse County, you made 102.7 WKBH #1.
Hey, it's Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. 2022 was a great riding season, and all of us here at Great River want to say thank you. To all the riders who stopped by this year to check out an event, grab a shirt, or ride home on a new Harley, we want to say thank you and look forward to seeing you in the new year.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
It's time now to look back at one of our favorite stories of the year. Back in March, we introduced you to a Viroqua basketball team making quite a name for itself. The Driftless Dribblers only won a handful of games, but the team's other stats are far more impressive. In a game driven by numbers.
And they're talking to each other down there.
The scoreboard.
Way to go, guys!
Has nothing on the Hardwood Warriors.
Oh, they can really go.
Who make the shots.
They don't miss.
So it's not a rocking chair world.
More than 400 women nationwide play in the Granny Basketball League.
Some of them do things you wouldn't believe they do.
Players must be at least 50 years old.
I didn't get started until I was 65, so...
But the older...
I'm not ready to quit yet.
The better.
Some of them are like in their 80s, 85.
Hey, way to go!
The uniforms and rules are also old school.
1920 girls rules in Iowa. But you're not supposed to be running. You're not supposed to be jumping. You can only dribble 3 times.
There is no physical contact, and players must pass the ball down the court.
Oh, that's all right.
That is the 3-pointer here in this game.
Offense is key. So is staying on your feet.
Balance at our age isn't as good, so people just fall.
And when they do, they don't stay down for long.
And then they help her up. Not with knee replacements. I mean, you're pretty good to go. It's like putting on a new tire of a car, you know?
Keep it up, guys. You can do it.
These grannies.
This is a bead of sweat.
Have game.
This is a game. It's for real.
I'll never get tired of hearing Granny Down. This story is so popular in social media, and it even aired on the CBS Weekend News. And the Viroqua team is playing again this year. We'll be right back.
It's the Hy-Vee Pizza and Pop Sale this Friday through Sunday. Brew Pub Pizza, just $4.99. Select DiGiorno Pizza, just $4.99. And 2 liters of Pepsi products, only 99 cents. Only at Hy-Vee.
Hi, I'm Mike Pitts, co-owner of Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln in Winona, Minnesota with my son Andy, and we've been in the business for 45 years. It's a family business. And when you walk in the front door, it should feel like a family business. We take good care of our internal customers, that's our employees, and in turn they take great care of our customers, and they love the experience, and guess what, they want to come back. Some of these employees have been here 30 to 40 years. We know them, we know their family. We do care, and it will show.
Football, hunting, or holiday season, moving, remodeling, whatever the reason, it's time to shop at Black River Furniture Outlet. For sofas, recliners, sectionals, and lift chairs. Great deals on dining room and bed sets, coffee table sets and entertainment centers. Accessorize your home with the area's largest selection of rugs. Or lay back and try out a mattress and adjustable bed. Take home or deliver today. Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Jolivet Family Farms features one of the area's largest selections of frozen seafood, including king crab legs, lobster tail, shrimp, cod, calamari, alligator, salmon fillets, smelt, and frog legs. Choose from our large selection of fresh fruit and vegetables to complete your restaurant-style dinner prepared at home. Your dinner isn't complete without something from the Jolivet Homemade Bakery. Don't forget a bottle of Door County wine to complete your stay-at-home night out at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Ram Tough. It's perfect for us at Pischke Motors. We've got some pretty tough customers.
Get in on the big finish of 2022 with Pischke and Ram. Now through January 3rd, a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 comes with up to $8,000 off with discount and rebates. Plus, get great financing with no payments for 90 days. Stop by in West Salem or La Crosse and test drive one today.
Ram and Pischke Motors, getting the job done.
Don't miss the Hy-Vee Pizza and Pop Sale this Friday through Sunday. Get a large, single-topping Mia Italian take-and-bake pizza, just $5.99. And 6 packs of Coke products, only $1.99. Only at Hy-Vee.
Well, cloudy tonight, but not all that cold. In fact, overnight lows only dip to about 35 or 36 degrees here in La Crosse. Slight chance for some light precipitation. It's only about a 2 in 10 chance. Same with tomorrow, 42. Dry but chillier Friday, 31, and then mid-30s to bring in the new year.
I like it. Thank you, Bill. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. We hope you have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.